Hi, Geometry. This is Unit 4, Lesson 7 on page 479 of our workbook. It says to calculate the lengths of sides AC and BC. So at this time, I'd like you to pause the video, do those calculations, find your answers, and come back, play the video, and check to see if you got the correct answers. Welcome back, Geometry. So notice I have a few multiple answers because I want to remind you that if it's a free response, meaning not multiple choice, it doesn't really matter to me about your rounding or truncating. So for example, if you write the 2.05, it just means you truncated the rest of the decimals, or you decided to round because of the 5 and write 2.1. They're both perfect answers for AC. And then secondly, if you wrote down the 5.6, you took the 5.63 off your calculator, you just truncated the rest of the decimals, you just didn't write them. Or you could round, because I believe it's 5.638, and so you could round that 3 to a 4 as well. All of those answers are perfect. So let's continue on to the next page. Let's read these two problems and look at writing and solving them using trig. So it says the tallest building in the world is in Dubai. And if you're standing on the bridge 250 meters from the bottom of the building, notice this 250 right here. So this is where somebody is standing. This is the building that you can see, and they're 250 meters away. You have to look up at a 73-degree angle. So this is the person looking up at the top. They have to look up 73 degrees. They have to tilt their head back to look up at it. How tall is the building? So I really want to know AB. I want to know how tall this building is. That's my question mark. So just like any trig problem, this is a right triangle because this is the height of the building and it's perpendicular to the ground. And so if this is my 73 degrees, this is my side opposite, the 250 is my side adjacent, and this distance is my hypotenuse. So if what I want to find is my opposite and what I know is my adjacent side and my hypotenuse is blank, I can see using my SOHCAHTOA that I need to use my TOA with opposite and adjacent. I need to use my tangent. So let's write a tangent equation. The tangent of this 73 degrees is equal to my opposite, which I don't know. That's AB. Feel free to use an X if you'd rather. Divided by my adjacent, which is 250. To solve for AB, I simply have to multiply both sides by 250. When I multiply both sides by 250, I find that 250 times tangent of 73 is equal to AB. And so now I'm going to put that into my calculator. So let's say you're using this calculator. I'm going to do, personally, I'm going to do the tangent of 73 first. So on this calculator, I have to enter the 73 first. I touch tangent. And now I'm going to do the multiplication of 250. You could have done that before if you wanted to. You just have to be careful with your keystrokes. And I get 817.7 meters is mine. So I'm going to write a little ways out here so I can include my label. 817.7 meters is how tall the building is. Let's take a look at the next problem. It says the tallest masonry building in the world is City Hall in Philadelphia. If you're standing on the street 1,300 feet from the bottom of the building, well, that's pretty far, you have to look up at a 23-degree angle to see the top. So first of all, you guys, let me kind of picture this. This is my building. It's got windows. It has a door to go inside of it. That's my building. And I'm standing somewhere over here that is 1,300 feet away from the building. And if I look up to the top of the building, I have to look up at a 23-degree angle to see the top of the building. The building and the ground make a right angle. They're perpendicular to each other. And so it's asking me to find out how tall the building is. So I want to know this distance right here, X if you will, or H for height if you want to use an H there. So I'm going to set up a trig problem. 23 degrees is my angle, so let me label everything. The hypotenuse is across from the right angle. This would be my adjacent side that's touching the 23 degrees, and my height is my opposite side, opposite my 23 degrees. So it looks like I want to know my opposite side, I know my adjacent, and my hypotenuse is completely blank. So I'm going to be using something with opposite and adjacent. And so if I think of my SOHCAHTOA, that is tangent. So let's write our tangent equation. Tangent of 23 degrees equals my opposite over my adjacent. And so now I have to solve for x. I'm going to multiply both sides by 1,300, and that cancels it. And so I get 1,300 times tangent of 23 equals x. I'll use the other type of calculator for this one. So I'm just going to enter it like a sentence. It's 1,300 times, you can do times or not touch times, tangent of 23 degrees. And I get 500, and this is feet, I believe we're using. Yes, feet is my label. So I get 551.8, 0.81, 0.82, 0.817, whatever you want to write there, feet for my height. Let's take a look at one more problem on the next page. That would be page 482, the summary. I have another problem about a tree. So it wants me to find the height of this tree. So again, this is a trig problem. The tree and the ground make my right angle. And so that's how I know this is my hypotenuse. The 100 feet is how far from the tree we are, and this is my adjacent side, and that makes my height then my opposite side. So again, I can see this is a tangent problem because I'm trying to find the opposite, I know the adjacent, and the hypotenuse is completely blank, means I'm not going to use it at all. So the tangent of 10 equals my opposite side divided by my adjacent side of 100. So you can continue doing this problem, putting in your calculator. The answer should be approximately 17.6 feet tall if you do your calculations correctly. Thank you very much.